Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into a story that has taken the internet by storm. A controversy so intense that it's left fans shocked, divided, and questioning everything they thought they knew about one of TikTok's biggest influencers. Over the past few weeks, social media has been buzzing with drama involving two well-known creators, Anna Paul and Michaela. What started as subtle tension quickly escalated into a full-blown feud, with shocking allegations surfacing about Anna's true character, her treatment of fans, and even her financial transparency. The fallout has been massive, with Anna losing nearly 1 million followers and the internet in an uproar over what really happened. So what's the full story? What did Michaela say that turned so many people against Anna? And how has Anna responded to these claims? Buckle up, because today we're breaking it all down. The accusations, the backlash, and the ripple effect the scandal has had across the online world. Let's get into it. Over the past several weeks, an explosive controversy has been dominating discussions on TikTok, revolving around two well-known influencers, Anna Paul and Michaela. What started as whispers and speculation quickly spiraled into a full-blown scandal when Michaela publicly exposed Anna, making damning accusations that sent shockwaves through their fanbase. According to Michaela, Anna had been secretly speaking negatively about her own supporters while portraying herself as a kind-hearted, body-positive advocate online. Even more shocking, Michaela accused Anna of fabricating claims about being financially broke, all while continuing to live a lavish lifestyle. This revelation left fans stunned, as many had viewed Anna as a genuine and relatable figure. Anna eventually responded to the allegations, but rather than quelling the outrage, her reaction only fueled the fire. The backlash was immediate and severe. Her follower count plummeted by nearly 1 million as disgruntled fans turned their backs on her. People were furious, feeling deceived by someone they had once admired. The internet erupted with discussions dissecting Michaela's claims, Anna's response, and the ongoing fallout that continued to unfold in real time. To fully understand the magnitude of this situation, it's important to explore the history between Anna and Michaela. The two were once incredibly close friends, frequently seen together online and in real life. Their bond even extended to their personal lives. Michaela had dated Anna's brother, Addis, at one point, which further solidified their connection. However, their relationship took a drastic turn for the worse, culminating in what has now become one of the most talked about feuds on social media. The turning point came when Michaela posted a scathing TikTok video, revealing a side of Anna that many had never seen before. She described Anna as manipulative, calculated, and deceptive, alleging that she had been carefully curating a fake persona to maintain her influence. Perhaps the most disturbing part of Michaela's video involved an incident with a plus-sized fan. Michaela recounted how this fan had approached Anna in person, visibly thrilled to meet her idol. The fan expressed her gratitude, explaining that Anna's content had helped her feel more confident and comfortable in her own body. Anna, in turn, smiled, hugged the fan, and said all the right things, appearing gracious and appreciative. However, according to Michaela, the moment the fan walked away, Anna's demeanor completely changed. She allegedly turned to Addis and cruelly remarked that the fan was disgusting, and that she had hated hugging her because she was fat and sweaty. For a social media personality who has built her brand around body positivity and self-acceptance, these accusations were nothing short of damning. Fans were horrified by the thought that Anna's uplifting messages might have been nothing more than a facade. Michaela went on to claim that this wasn't an isolated incident. She had allegedly witnessed Anna speaking badly about her fans on multiple occasions, despite presenting herself as kind and supportive in front of the camera. The internet was left reeling as people struggled to reconcile the image they had of Anna with the disturbing allegations now being leveled against her. Beyond these personal attacks, Michaela also accused Anna of exploiting her followers financially through misleading cash giveaways. While Anna had frequently advertised money giveaways on Instagram, Michaela pointed out a concerning detail: fans were required to subscribe to Anna's OnlyFans account in order to enter. This raised ethical concerns, as Michaela argued that if Anna truly wanted to give back to her supporters, she could have done so through her massive Instagram platform, which boasts over 2.4 million followers, rather than requiring people to pay for access. Michaela further exposed the alleged strategy behind these giveaways, suggesting that Anna deliberately timed her Instagram stories in a way that allowed new subscribers to sign up before she actually selected winners. The implication was clear. This wasn't an act of generosity, but a calculated business move designed to increase her earnings under the guise of charity. As the drama continued to unfold, social media became a battleground of divided opinions. While some loyal fans continued to defend Anna, believing that Michaela's claims were exaggerated or fueled by personal grievances, many others felt betrayed. The scandal ignited a broader conversation about the authenticity of influencers and whether fans should be more skeptical of the polished personas presented online. At this point, it remains unclear how Anna will recover from this controversy, if she even can. With trust eroded and public opinion turning against her, she faces an uphill battle to rebuild her reputation. Meanwhile, Michaela's revelations have sparked widespread discussions about the often hidden realities of influencer culture, leaving many to wonder how many other social media stars are carefully curating a false image for the sake of fame and financial gain. The impact of this scandal may extend far beyond just Anna and Michaela, forcing audiences to reconsider who they choose to admire and support in the ever-evolving world of digital influence. One of the most alarming aspects of this entire controversy is the way Anna Paul allegedly lured a predominantly underage fan base onto a website hosting her explicit content under the guise of a giveaway. The premise was simple yet deeply unsettling. Fans were encouraged to sign up for a chance to win, but in reality, they were being funneled into an environment designed to profit off them. This situation has been likened to an illegal lottery, which, under Australian law, requires proper licensing. The issue? Anna was not authorized to run such a lottery. Not only is this highly unethical and legally questionable, but it also blatantly violates Instagram's terms and conditions. On top of all that, it's exploitative, especially considering how young her audience is. The loophole here is that while platforms like OnlyFans require an ID for content creators, they don't have the same strict measures for those who are paying subscribers. Having spent 6 years navigating this industry, Michaela Testa knew the ins and outs and even conducted her own tests to confirm that underage individuals could, in fact, sign up and spend money without proper verification. Michaela claimed that multiple young fans had privately confessed to her that they had unknowingly spent money on Anna's content. But the backlash against Michaela didn't stop there. Many fans of Anna attempted to dismiss her claims by accusing her of being obsessed with Anna's family, particularly her brother, Addis, whom Michaela had previously dated. They insisted that she was still bitter over their breakup and that her accusations stemmed from personal resentment rather than genuine concern. However, Michaela was quick to shut those claims down, stating that her issues with Anna had nothing to do with Addis. In fact, she described the entire Paul family as terrible and found it frustrating that people kept trying to reduce her allegations to nothing more than a case of heartbreak. She went on to express how exhausting it was to constantly be tied to someone she had long moved on from, especially when that person had allegedly mistreated her. She clarified that while she had played into the drama at times for engagement, exaggerating certain aspects for views, her breakup with Addis was a decision she had made long before their public fallout. She stated that she had cut ties entirely and had not spoken to him, despite his repeated attempts to reach out. Then came the bombshell allegations about her past relationship with Addis. Michaela claimed that after she had tried to leave him, he became physically aggressive and even threatened to harm himself. She also alleged that throughout their relationship, Addis took 50% of her earnings under the guise of managing her. And when they broke up, he stole her jewelry, hacked into her accounts, and withdrew money from them. But it wasn't just Michaela making these claims. She revealed that another ex of Addis had also come forward with similar accusations. Michaela stated that when she first heard this other woman's story, she immediately believed her because it mirrored her own experiences so closely. According to Michaela, when she confronted Addis about these accusations and told him she believed the other victim, things took a dark turn. A huge argument ensued, and Addis allegedly reacted by threatening his own life. She then revealed that the stress and trauma from their relationship had led to serious health complications for her, including a urinary tract infection that eventually caused long-term internal damage. As a result, she now requires surgery, scheduled for February, to correct the issue. She made it clear that after all of this, there was no part of her that wanted to reconcile with Addis or his family, let alone become obsessed with them, as Anna's fans had accused her of. In her closing remarks, Michaela pointed out what she saw as a troubling pattern of deceit within Anna's family. She suggested that the tendency to manipulate and exploit others seemed to run in their blood, even though they had been raised in an incredibly privileged household. According to her, Anna and Addis grew up in a luxurious waterfront home with an in-ground pool, provided by parents who were financially well off, with their father reportedly earning 3 times the average Australian income. Given that upbringing, Michaela found it baffling that they had resorted to such questionable behavior despite having been given so many opportunities in life. This controversy has undoubtedly shaken the online community, leaving fans reeling from the sheer weight of the allegations. The question now is, will Anna and her family address these claims, or will they continue to stay silent as the internet picks apart every detail? I've seen Anna's childhood home with my own eyes. It was beautiful. Coming from an upper-middle-class background is far from being poor. Yet, Anna, your exaggerated online narratives have consistently frustrated your father, and honestly, they make me angry as well. Unlike you, I have genuinely experienced the struggles of a broken system and real financial hardship. You portray yourself online as someone who grew up impoverished, but that's simply not the case. Do you remember that one time your father called you out in the living room? He couldn't comprehend why you would post such things, and he outright called them lies. That's why Michaela also accused Anna of fabricating details about her upbringing. In reality, Michaela argued Anna was quite well off, nothing like the image she carefully crafted for social media. I personally understand what it truly means to grow up without money, especially during the holidays. I remember Christmases when my parents had only $20 left to their name, and they spent it on shrimp so we could have a special meal. My brother and I used to wrap up empty plastic bottles like old orange juice containers and place them under the tree just to create the illusion of having presents like other families. That's what struggling really looks like. That's why I've decided to send $500 to 15 of you, so you can give your children the Christmas they deserve. For days, Anna remained completely silent. In the world of influencers, where things move at lightning speed, a few days of silence feels like an eternity, especially in a situation like this. Eventually, she broke her silence, addressing Michaela's accusations in an 8-minute TikTok video. But instead of clearing things up, her response only made things worse. Anna claimed she needed time to process the situation because she was caught off guard by Michaela's video. She was confused. After all, just 2 months ago, Michaela had wanted to hang out with her. But when she finally tackled the accusations head-on, her approach felt deflective. The first thing she denied was ever making fun of her fans for their weight. However, she did admit that she may have called someone sweaty before. But here's where things took an odd turn. She then launched into an anecdote about an incident in 2021, when a fan approached her, hugged her, and walked away. According to Anna, she then turned to her friend and said, "Oh my God, she was so fat and sweaty." But then she immediately backtracked, insisting, "I don't call my fans fat. That's not who I am. That's not what I represent. That's never been what I stand for. You guys know me. That's definitely not what I stand for." She did, however, double down on the possibility that she may have called someone sweaty. She tried justifying it by saying that when someone damp with sweat hugs you, then leaves, and you're standing there with your best friend now covered in their sweat, it's not unusual to say something like, "Ugh, now I'm all wet." She argued that it was a normal reaction. This supposedly happened 4 years ago, but Anna admitted that it was entirely possible she had said it. Then she tried to downplay it further by pointing out that plenty of people have probably hugged her, walked away, and then later told their friends, "Ugh, Anna Paul was sweaty." She claimed this didn't make them bad people, it was just an observation. From there, she addressed Michaela's claim that she had misrepresented her financial background. Anna insisted that she never lied about growing up poor, but rather, she simply described her personal experiences. "When I say I grew up poor, that was my experience. That's how I felt." She continued, "When I overheard my parents whispering in the kitchen about only having $30 for groceries that week, that made me feel poor. When we couldn't afford my school uniform, that made me feel poor. When I was 10 or 11 years old and all my friends could buy things but my parents couldn't, that made me feel poor. When they said, "I don't know how we're going to pay rent next week," that terrified me and made me feel poor. She acknowledged that there were certainly people in far worse situations than she ever was, but she insisted that her feelings were valid. She wasn't claiming to be the most impoverished person on earth. She was simply expressing the struggles her family faced at times. However, the internet wasn't buying it. People quickly dug up old photos, pulling receipts to challenge her narrative. They found images of Anna's childhood home, an undeniably nice property, and argued that it was hardly the setting of a struggling household. Others found pictures of her as a child in first-class airplane seats, to which she responded by claiming her family had been upgraded because her brother was sick on the flight. Then, there was the matter of a Gucci watch she was seen wearing as a child. Anna defended herself by saying her father was an antique dealer and that the watch wasn't what it seemed. According to her, it wasn't real and it didn't mean what people thought it did. But despite all of her explanations, her response didn't land the way she hoped. Instead of quelling the controversy, it seemed to fuel it even more. Towards the end of her video, Anna took a more emotional turn, talking about the dangers of internet bullying. She expressed that what she was going through was the kind of harassment that could push people to the edge, and she urged her fans not to retaliate with negativity, even in her defense. However, there was one glaring omission in her response. She didn't acknowledge or address anything related to her brother, Addis. This did not go unnoticed. Viewers immediately called her out in the comments for dodging the topic entirely. Some mocked her response, writing things like, "Avoiding Addis like I avoid my responsibilities," or, "I might have called her sweaty, but let's not talk about my brother." At the end of the day, Anna's attempt at damage control backfired spectacularly. Instead of clearing her name, people felt like she was manipulating her audience by shifting the focus and refusing to answer the tough questions. The fallout was massive. Since posting her response, she has lost nearly 1 million followers. It's genuinely wild to witness this kind of drama unfold between Australian influencers on such a public stage. As of now, both Anna and Michaela have gone quiet again, neither offering any further comments on the situation. It appears Anna is choosing to ignore the backlash, while Michaela has yet to respond to Anna's video. But the damage is already done. Anna's reputation has taken a serious hit, and many of her fans are now questioning whether they ever really knew her at all. And that, more than anything, likely explains why she's lost nearly 1 million followers. But I want to hear from you. What do you think about this entire situation? Have you unfollowed her? Do you think the criticism is justified? And what do you make of the fact that she completely ignored the accusations about Addis? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. At the end of the day, this entire situation serves as a reminder of how quickly public perception can shift, especially in the world of social media. One minute, an influencer is at the top of their game, and the next, they're facing massive backlash, losing followers by the thousands. Whether Anna's explanations were genuine or just another attempt at damage control is up for debate. But one thing is clear, her audience isn't buying it. What do you think? Do you believe Anna's side of the story? Or do you feel like she's dodging accountability? Has this situation changed your perception of her? Let's get the conversation going. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more updates on all the latest drama, controversies, and deep dives into internet culture. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.